Hi. Today, I'd like to give you just a really short pep talk that may or may not apply to you. I'm in the States. Our COVID numbers are skyrocketing all over the country. We still have no federal plan for containing the virus, for slowing its spread. We have an election coming up next week. We're in a hugely transformational time right now. And there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress, like in a lot of places, but I'm in the States, so I kind of know this one better. So I wanted to talk today briefly just about doing what you can do in terms of your writing, but in terms of other things as well, but especially in terms of your writing, kind of, breathe and ease up on yourself if you're being upset with yourself for not accomplishing what you think you should be accomplishing in this time. So then I'm going to read you something very short. A quote from Twitter yesterday from Brittany Packnett Cunningham. She's a Black woman, an activist and writer that I follow. And here's what she said. Just here to let you know that my therapist reminded me, so now I'm reminding you, that extremely roller coasting emotions and energy levels and inspiration levels are totally normal right now. So do your best to let yourself be human in an existential crisis, which also includes climate change. So I wanted to share that with you. She said it better than I could, which is, and this happened to me yesterday. I say it down. Saturdays, I've shared with you, is when I write daily, but Saturdays I work on my memoir. I don't have a time for doing it, but Saturday is just reserved for that. I'll read some of the day, I'll take notes, I'll walk around, but it's in my head and in my heart. That's what I do that day on Saturday. And usually I get a couple hours of actual, it's all writing, right? But sitting in front of the computer, typing out a couple hours a day, usually I can get between 3-5 pages, sometimes more, but often 3 or 4 pages edited, good. It's, I'm happy with my work. And lately I've had trouble focusing exactly what Packnett Cunningham is talking about, and I'm sure you've experienced it, where there's just so much anxiety, and it may not be your personal anxiety, but just the communal anxiety that that we're feeling, that's kind of in the air. And it can prevent you from really being able to focus or be creative. So I've had an issue with forgetting. Like I go to do something and I'm like, whoa. I mean, like, yeah, part of it's old age, but not like 2 seconds later, I can't remember what I was trying to log into to check a website. So there's that distraction, lack of focus, lack of creativity, lack of being able to sit in the chair. And so what I have found is I keep my schedule. It'd be really easy to just say, well, forget it today, I'll just read. I almost did that. No, I'm going to at some point sit down, breathe, and then just do what I can do. But the schedule is really important for me, or I would do nothing. I wouldn't work on it. And so I did read some awesome short stories, which is always helpful. That helps to boost my creativity to read somebody else. And reading some brilliant short stories from a collection, the best short stories of the best American short stories of the century, and it's the 20th century. And oh my gosh, there's some amazing stuff. So that helped. That helped kind of boost my energy level, get the juices flowing. And then I also journaled. When I was just feeling lost, it's like, well, I can't, oh my God, I can't concentrate. I journaled just for a little while, kind of got me in a place. And then I wrote for a shorter period of time. I only wrote for about an hour, not including the journaling. But I wrote, and I only wrote 2 pages, but they're 2 good pages. And even if they weren't, that's okay. It just got me started. But as it happens, there were 2 good pages that I left at a spot where I can pick it up again in the section that I'm working on. So 2 pages may not sound like much for spending a day on my project, but it's what I could do. And it felt good that I did something. And so I just want to share that with you. Give yourself permission. Again, try to stick to a schedule. It really helps, so that you're at least sitting in the chair, sitting in the seat, and connecting with your work in some way. And then just do what you can do and give yourself a break. Breathe. Treat yourself like you would treat someone else who's stressed. You wouldn't be making demands. You would be helping them to breathe, settle, and focus for a few minutes and be happy with what they did. That's what you would do for someone else, right? Okay, so do that for you. That's all I have to say today. Happy writing. Maybe go take a long walk. Enjoy yourself. Play with your dog. I'm Pam Sorellis of Winged Horse Writing Studio. And if you want to learn more about me, you can check out my website, wingedhorsewritingstudio.com. Maybe sign up for my newsletter. So it's a weekly, just very short, something that's meant to nurture and inspire and support your writer self. And I will see you again next time. Take care.